Good evening, Moon, everyone. As time as always, this time it's gonna just be just one of the regular streams of Gameshow streams. And, well, so far we have our friendly crackers.
And what kind of cheese would you serve with those crackers?
I don't know, Moon cheese?
I'm not even a fan of blue cheese. I mostly prefer the Colby Jack because it's pretty good.
Eh, I'm a little bit, I didn't much for. There are two type of cheese that we have in my country that I really like. Um, well, the names, I don't, something like one is roughly translated to manor cheese, and one is more roughly translated to priest cheese, which has a priest or a monk as a symbol or logo on it. And there has been another one that's called, would be kind of to household cheese. Though there's only one cheese I haven't tried yet, Swiss cheese, the one with a lot of holes in it.
I
I
mean,
tried
to an,
mold.
I mean, I mean, to an extent, Swiss cheese is kind of okay with
Well, I hadn't
an
even
okay
tried, so
flavor.
mm, yeah. I mean, mold cheese. Ugh, that's one cheese I never want to have ever again. Tried it once, but never again. The flavor was ugh, so bad, so bad. I know the fact several cheese brands are often had to be put in storage to be quote unquote mature or at least age enough to be eating. Some have to be in, can be for 6 months or even a year. In fact, I did read an article that not that long ago that they found some cheese in old burial ground. This was like more than 1,000 years old. And in fact, I did read one article. They found this small wood container that contained butter, and it was found in this moss. Back then, people could use the moss as some sort of something that could like we do for in our kitchen, like fish free like the fridge or freezer or something like that. But this particular cheese, it was way older than just 1,000 years. This one was around, I think, maybe two, almost 3,000 years old. But here's the kicker: when they found it and opened the container, the butter looked exactly as the day when it was put in the ground. Like, it still looked like it was still edible, but I don't think anyone even would to risk that. I mean, if that happened in the ground for between 2 or 3 millennia, I don't think anyone would even want to eat that type of cheese, that type of butter. But it's impressive that it could actually last for so long. I mean, they have found some old wine in forests that was about 4,000 years old. And in fact, in China, they found this old upside down uh, bowl that contained some noodles. And these noodles were 4,500 years old. And it still looked very pristine condition. Only difference with that one and modern noodles is that that old noodle had contained more grassy fiber. So, but still, it was still in pristine condition. And it's like some years ago, they found this old wreck in Baltic Sea. They found this ship was over 100 years old and had champagne and was still drinkable. And even found 200 old bottles of beer outside of the coast of Australia some years ago. But that one was undrinkable because it was had been jacing enough, or geez, it was too sweet. But it was impressive that. And we have finally Mr. Well, the Mister's crackers.
Makes sense.
Though, I mean, like it's like they even found bread in Pompeii that was from the year 79 AD, the same day as the Pompeii was buried after Vesuvius explosion. I mean, that makes sense. That they were still in the oven, but here's the thing: they weren't even burned as the like coal. They were precise. It was like they were freshly baked, and it was nearly 2,000 years old, and they looked as they had just come out from the stone oven. It was just a perfect condition, but they were probably not even edible. But still, it's impressive. So, how was the brothers? And
What's
everyone
up?
is muted. How are you guys?
Good.
Yeah, if you never even
Uh,
noticed what the topic is,
it's just
it's
invisible.
because actually that's because the Malachi told me not to tell you guys what is the different topic. He wanted to keep it as a surprise,
Surprise! Well, okay.
which is this.
Oh. The one time Dylan isn't here. He's still a monk, by the way. He's still sick.
Ah,
Oh, jeez. I'm gonna need that dice. That dice, we have two. I know.
I mean, I did actually even also been working
Mm.
on
I did.
uh
I did. I did watch a very scary kind of aviation video. I'm like, oh my god, that pilot is lucky he didn't hit that building.
hmm,
You have you by any chance seen or heard of the Air Force's Globemaster plane?
nope, never heard of them.
It is a big plane, and
Hmm,
this video was was shot in Brisbane, Australia. It was either a U.S. Air Force or an Australian Royal Air Force Goldmaster, and it was doing a practice stunt over a river during a river fire festival, and came and as it pulled up, it came within 300 feet of hitting a big sky rise.
nice.
I'm like, damn.
Mm-hmm.
But people were jumping on the Air Force's back, calling it, an inappropriate stunt. And I'm like, for real? Be thankful it didn't hit you.
Damn.
This was one, and you can't go wrong with those Globe Masters being big planes. Um, if I can, I'll find the video to show you what I was talking about. But this was one amazing video. They watched some people that were in the skyscraper couldn't make it to the festival, so they decided to watch from the skyscraper where they worked, and that's when they saw the Glowmaster coming at them, and it just missed them. I'm like, wow.
Wow, that's impressive. Um, Currently, as I mentioned at the I've been working on updating some of the past streams that since or cryptid quiz that I've been had been worked on, which is only a few actually. I'm currently working on an updating of the space quiz. So far, 32 questions of 81. And some of that story, the some of happened even been up to this is Norse mythology, uh, movies, MLP, um, Elf, Avatar. So there are a few more that I haven't even worked on. Star Wars is one of them, but it won't be much that difficult than that. Space, not at all. U.S. history, not much, because I have a few folders that contain screenshots that contained things that I thought maybe could have been quite interesting, which also include like when it comes to like history part. It doesn't really mean also like any particular battles, like say for any civil war or anything like that. It can also means like um, American food when it was invented. So that is also part of like a part of history. So any food or drink or any like that could be part of history, which will be asked question. But when it comes to Japanese type of food, oh boy, that's more trickier. It was a bit trickier to find some of those, but I have found a lot. So it won't be much any trivial difference in that. But I hope at least you guys are prepared for the UK history. So and afterwards, I think we can play some Eggman, guys. I mean, if you're up for it.
Maybe. how
And the
many
reason why is
how many questions are there in this? By the way.
uh 81.
All right.
And the reason why the stream started a bit later than usual is because my dad was helping me to install Amazon Prime Video so that I can be watching Has-Been Hotel. Big problem though. I would have been able to see it on computer on my TV despite having the app for it. It turns out that the web browser wasn't much compatible to that, so but I had it on computer though. That's a good thing. And they had released 4 episodes, and it's gonna be 8. They have confirmed the second season is currently development. And all I can say is, based on what I read on Wikipedia, it's um, it's gonna be a lot. And I don't know how to say this, but Husk, the bartender at the hotel, he used to be an overlord, one of those badass demons. So so you all know. Are you guys ready?
Mm,
Are you guys ready or not?
yeah. Oh, let's think about Cuts Friday anyway.
So who's gonna go first?
Mm, one of the brothers can this time.
Malachi can go first. What?
All right.
You never go first, so
That makes sense. Most of
at
you
least
guys are
not in
to
the
do
game
that.
shows.
Yeah, usually you and you're Roy, not Ray, but Roy doing it. Okay, number 1. In what year were Tower of London built? A. 1250, B. 1097, B. C. 1340, or D. 1520?
Mm.
And this is the building what has those crows or ravens. Oh, crows that is a funny thing is if those crows would have left this building, it would have meant the end of the British Empire. Well, newsflash, The British Empire doesn't even exist anymore. No empire does.
Eh,
You need the
Uh,
options again?
um, no. Um, I was, I was trying to do something as you were asking me this. Um, with that, video that I told you about with this, Glow Master, since you've never seen one, I was trying to find a picture of the plane to show you through Discord.
All right.
And it should be uploading in there right now. And these are one big, and this is, I really do mean it. This is one big plane.
Usually, Massive did make a plane, like those jumper jets or Boeing jets, or like a jet plane. That would have been impossible due to the fact of the size. It would have been impractical to be.
And also,
I
yes,
mean,
I would like the options again, since I was looking at a picture of that plane.
1250, 1097, 1340, or 1520.
I'm going with the earliest. I'll say 1097.
They needed incorrect exactly 1097. Even though
Eh,
they did, in fact, that was the original start date of the when they started building Tower to London. But over years, they add some new part of it as well. But that was the earliest, the year that they started building it. Number two. Okay, who's next? Roy or
Well,
I couldn't help it. I had to put that at least once.
well,
I mean, we can
I
just
see.
hire.
I elect to Roy going next.
all right.
We could also just do higher low.
Okay, well, while you do that, Spears, the plane is in the group Discord, the
All
Discord
right.
group for you to
Yeah,
see.
the
Whoa,
D20's gonna land on the bed,
that's a
so
big plane.
not gonna make any noise. But
Uh, I think
That
that they use it.
that
Isn't
I'll
that
check it
type of
out
plane?
plane
after.
that is the plane that missed that skyscraper by 300 feet.
Oh, it
Isn't that the
missed.
type? Isn't that type of plane that had this huge cargo hold that can carry up to tons of
Oh, Roy,
load or
low
tons of
or
people?
high?
Mm,
High.
I
I'm
figured
not.
that.
Doesn't
I'm
matter
not
anyway.
sure.
Roy's going
I'm not
first
sure. It
or
could
second.
be. It could
All
be
right.
a military cargo plane, but yeah, it is a beast of a plane.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like I'm going last. It got a
All right.
16, if you were wondering.
Mm. Number
Uh,
two.
hmm.
When did
Hey,
Christianity when did Christianity come to the United Kingdom? A 980 980 AD, B 568 AD, C 597 AD, or D 1140.
was 11? Was 1140 the?
1140.
That would be the youngest, wouldn't it, technically?
No, when did Christianity come to United Kingdom? 980 AD, or 568 AD, or 597 AD, or 1140?
That's too much of a gap. I'm going with D.
D, 1140, wrong, exactly 597.
Ah, damn. Look at that.
Number 3 for you, Roy, Sir Kyle. When did Bronze Age arrive to the British Isles? A. 1400 BC, B. 1800 BC, C. 2500 BC, or D. 1900 BC?
This is going to require a dice. And me gain is 17. Alright. I'll go on with the D final.
D. Wrong, exactly. C. 2500 BC. Number 4 for
Well,
you, Malachite.
While I'm doing this, you brothers might want to see that plane in the Discord group.
I did see it. It was big
I know.
I'll
plane.
check it out. Hold on.
I'm telling Kyle and Roy.
Yeah, let's give it a second. My phone doesn't like when I do this. That's a pretty fucking big plane. I need to get it bigger. Yeah, that's it. That thing's pretty damn big.
Yeah,
My phone
unlike
could do that.
unless the
Ta-da!
Airbus, or unless Airbus 380, which is the were at the time the biggest plane ever in the world, but not anymore.
Mm.
Number 4 for you, Malachite. When were the famous Stone Age monument Stonehenge being restored? A. 1920s, B. 1950s, C. 1980s, or D. 1990s?
I dare you to make a plane pun. I would, but plane puns
Say
are
the
so
options
plain.
again. I think I know, but options again.
1920s, 1950s, 1980s, or 1990s?
I'm going with the 1950s.
B. Ding, 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 exactly B. Before then, that is, if you're seeing how the monument Stonehenge look like now, that is when they was restored afterwards. Before then, it was complete mess. In fact, they have placed, I think that they have placed metal rods in part of the stones, that those stones at top of the others, so they will remain on place. But even to this day, it's a bit of a big mystery how they even did that. In fact, how they were able to even to transport those giant blocks of stone from one location that was miles away, not even locally. That was miles away. They believe that was mostly by boats, but it's possible. But yeah, but what it was even used for? That's another big mystery. No one even knows. Some people believe that the druids, the Celtic priests, used it for certain time of summer solstice or winter solstice, or some burial. But who knows? But there might be all of them at the same time, but no one knows for sure. Number 5, hard question for you, Roy. How long did the Roman Empire control the British Isles before they left the country? A. 250 years, B. 367 years, C. 195 years, or D. 185 years?
I didn't hear B because you glitched out.
367 years.
I think that's the most, so I'm gonna go with the most. Which I think
Ding,
is
ding, ding,
B.
the actually, yep, it's B.
Let's wait.
They
Roy gets a
didn't control
point.
the whole. The only thing is about when it comes to Britain or Great United Kingdom at the time, they didn't even control the whole country. They didn't even never control Scotland. They had a problem with the tribes who lived up there in north, like the Picts and some others. They were basically giving uh, they were a thorn in the butts of the Romans. But eventually, they left. Number six for you, game guy. A trick question. Did the Romans leave England at 410 AD? Yes or no?
Uh, hmm. Yes.
Ding, 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 exactly, yes. And even though they left Britain around 410, only about 66 years later, the Western Roman Empire collapsed. It was gone. While the Eastern Roman Empire continued, which eventually became its own empire. I think Byzantine Empire, which eventually fell apart around 1450s, something like that. So, number seven for you, Malachite. At what year did the Vikings started with their raids in England? A. 865, B. 793, C. 948, or D. 855?
Hmm.
What?
So until he answered the question, well, how are you guys otherwise?
Choices?
865, 793, 948, or 855 was the year when the Vikings started raids in England.
We're doing all right.
I'm I'm gonna go with 793.
Yeah, I can't complain, I guess.
Swedish.
You said B.
Se-
In England, exactly B.
Hmm. Hmm.
I don't know from which country the Vikings that did raid in 793, since Vikings were part of both Denmark, Norway, and Sweden, though. Um, the first attack was actually on a monastery that was on the coastline, Lindisfarne. But yeah, the Vikings were not only feared as devils, but also very skilled navigators on the ocean and even very much good traders. They traveled as far east to trade fur and other things for glass, coins. In fact, most of the coins that they bought or traded with They melted it down to something else because at the time we don't even use any currency in my country then. That was something much later on. Oh, number 8 for you, Roy. In what year were London's subway system built? A. 1895, B. 1874, C. 1845, or D. 1863?
I'm dancing this one. 9. All right, I'm fine with that. B, final.
Wrong, exactly. D. 1863. You know,
Oh.
you can actually thank England for the concept of subway because they were the first in the country in the world to have a subway system. So if they hadn't even built it, who knows when uh, America's subway would have even been built? Think about it. I do wonder, would it have been practical to be building a subway from, say, from New York all the way to San Francisco? That would have been a long way. Oh my god, that would have been a long way. Number 9 for you, game guy. In what year was the city of London founded? A. 120, B. 47, C. 89, or D. 250?
D, final?
D.
Yeah.
Wrong, exactly. B. 47 AD.
Dang.
Excuse me.
Wasn't even close.
But it wasn't even named as London. I think it was Londinium or Londnium or something. Okay, number yeah, it's like that Roman name. I wonder if Mr. Malachite know this one. In what year did the famous band The Beatles form the band? A. 1955, B. 1965, C. 1968, or D. 1960?
What's this got to do with UK history?
The Beatles
B.
are are a famous rock band in the United Kingdom.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Music
did
is
they help
included with
build
history
some?
too.
Yeah, but did they help like create a genre of music, or did they like stand out so much they're apparently just part of history? Like
No, they
I know
just
they were like
no
huge, but
they
like
just no they just formed a brand new species of Beatles.
yeah, subpar Beatles. Ouch! Looks like somebody's not a fan. If I have to hear the phrase "yellow submarine" one more time, I'm gonna fucking lose it.
Yellow, yellow submarine.
Anyway. Okay.
Even though that is probably the only song that I mostly heard of.
Oh, goodness gracious. I'm not doing that again. Just either my throat.
Um, okay, that's funny. One more time, please.
Yellow, yellow submarine.
No. The
Um,
choices, you fool.
I was
19,
gonna do it.
1955, 1965, 1968, or 1960?
D final.
Ding, 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 correct. Actually, 1960.
Good times. All right. You will have
Yellow, yellow
5. No, not 5.
submarine. Even though it's a bit weird that they actually choose the name Beatles. But, and,
Oh, Beetle? Yeah,
I want to
maybe
mean,
that's the reason.
what if they literally then choose the name as, I don't know, Bumblebees or the
Oh,
Cadillacs?
Bumblebee? Can you stop?
or the monkey
It's not
or
that
monkey,
blood.
or if they choose they name
I
it the
will be right.
monkeys.
I will be right back. So it's my turn. Just chat until I'm back.
All right. Number 11 for you, Roy. During which century was the city of Manchester established? A. 3rd century, B. 1st century, C. 10th century, or D. 5th century?
This is, questions like these that get that's wrong. They giving me a 17 for some reason. Alright, D final.
D ain't wrong exactly. A B. 1st century.
Well, there you go, I guess.
Number 12 for you, game guy. When did the Saxons arrive to England? A. 410, B. 850, C. 750, or D. 1120?
D.
Wrong exactly. A. 410, around the same time as the Romans left. The Saxons, they are a group of tribe of people that were, I think it was around Germany area. I know they don't play saxophones. Since game guy, Malachite is the next, so
We gotta wait for him.
yeah. So how things otherwise been over there?
Eh, things have been good. Can't complain, I guess.
How cold has it been over there so far?
Right now it's I don't know what temperature it is actually. Hold on, I can check. Where'd my phone go? There it is. Let's see. Temperature. Come on, hurry up. 26 degrees.
46. Here
26.
it 46.
26.
26. Oh, all right. And over here it is -0
-0?
Fahrenheit.
You can't get a -0.
Actually, yeah, you can. And they're really expecting to be -5, almost 6 degrees later tonight. And tomorrow during the night, the night between Saturday, Friday to Saturday, or between Saturday and Sunday, well, they are expecting to be around -7.5, almost. I think it is. Let me see.
-77.
I
Oh,
mean,
hope it never gets to that.
yep, it's about gonna be around -7, almost 8, the night between Saturday and Sunday. But yeah, it's gonna be some temperature. I mean, luckily though, I can be glad that we didn't have as the record in my country, which is compared to that would be around 60 degrees negative, which is the current record in its cold temperature. But I can say right now, I was even born when that happened, and that was actually the same year as my dad was born, but that was way, way far up north. But yeah, today it has just been around 5 or almost 1 negative degrees, give or take. It's just been that cold. I haven't doing much. Watched some TV and been on a computer working on updating one of those quests that I've been, which is let me see from which one of those quests that needs to be updated. Come on, where are you, document? Where are you? Man, I have so many documents on my computer. Sometimes I'm wondering if I even need them anymore. Let's see here. Elf, Avatar, The Last Airbender, and Korra, Japan history, MLP, movies, Norse mythology, Pokemon. Question mark. I don't know. Space Opera I'm currently working on. Star Wars. That won't be much an issue. U.S. history. Oh, that won't be much a big problem either. Norse mythology. I might be able to do. I might be able to do maybe two or three of that one, but right now I won't be so sure since it depends. But mostly those are the ones I've been working on. In fact, I have would be two separate Star Wars quests. One that will be that one's gonna be updated. It's gonna be only being from Star Wars Expanded Universe, aka the Legends, and two is from Disney canon. After Disney bought the rights of the movies and all that for Star Wars, they changed the timeline. So that's what they call it canon for and Legend Expanded Universe. So there's canon I hadn't even been used yet, despite I've been making it. But I and the space one, yeah, that's not going to be much a big issue either. I have in fact two folders of just basically on questions that can be used, and boy, I don't even know how many screenshots I have in each. I think probably in the second one, if I give a roughly estimation, maybe between 60 or 90 uh, screenshots, and I might be able to get maybe I might be able to get perhaps 3 or 4 questions from just one screenshot. That depends on what is the what it is. But yeah. Number 13 for you, Malachite. Hard question. During which year was it when Jack the Ripper was terrorizing London with his murders? A. 1898, B. 1888, C. 1878, or D. 1858?
If memory serves right, it's 1888.
Ding, 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 correct, exactly. B. And they were mostly prostitutes that was killed. And just to be not to try to be too much graphic in it, it just it's like their throat and it's like their stomach up open or something like that.
Jesus!
And yeah, there are in fact pictures on Wikipedia if you look more into that. But trust me, it's disturbing.
Why would there be
And
pictures?
I don't even know. One of the women was actually of Swedish ancestry. But here's the thing about this man: no one knows who he is. He was never caught. Never. It was only for only a few. I think it was only for 1 or 2 months when he doing these murders. There were many suspects who could have been this, but they never actually
Mm.
managed to find him.
Also, I shared another plane in Discord, and that is one of the biggest planes in today's world.
Yep, I saw it.
That
Okay,
that in case you're wondering, that is a Lockheed Martin C5 Galaxy.
ooh, I think that is what can be used by the military, especially the Air Force. I
Yeah,
think at least.
it is an Air Force plane because you can see U.S. Air Force written on the side.
Ah, yeah, makes sense. I mean, unless they could also be a civilian. Who knows? Anyways, number
Not
14.
really.
In what year did the bombings in London took place? A. 2001, B. 2008, C. 2005, or D. 2000? And this is Roy's question.
That's gonna require me to use a dice. It's not gonna be D's. Alright, D final.
You said D?
That's what I said.
Wrong, exactly C, 2005.
Ah, damn.
Number 15 for you, game guy. During which year did London host the first Olympic Games? A. 1904, B. 1908, C. 1922, or D. 1926?
1908.
Ding ding ding, exactly B. How do you know that?
Well, I think well the circles in the Olympic Games kind of look like eights. And maybe they did that on purpose to be like, hey, this happened in 1908 or something like that. I don't know. That's my reasoning anyway. I think differently. It's just how it goes.
That makes sense.
I
Number
think
5.
he may have been remembering my millionaire quizzes because I actually did mention because I actually did have a question about the Olympic Games in London of 1908.
That would make sense. I
Somewhere in
mean,
my subconscious.
there also that there were at least a few years that the Olympic Games were actually cancelled during the 20th century. First World War and the Second World War. I don't think that anyone even want to bother much to even to prepare for that when it was. First of all, I don't think anyone even want to have any big sport events in Europe when this war was going on. I mean, it would have been insane. Anyways, number 16, trick question. Are London's subway system the oldest in the world? Yes or no?
Yes.
Ding ding ding, exactly yes.
Well, with it being the first one, I would definitely say it would have been the oldest so far in the world today.
You know, makes sense.
Either way,
Number
6
six,
points.
number 17, video game guy.
Roy. Roy comes
Right,
after me.
right. At what year did England's current palace, Buckingham Palace, was built? A. 1750, B. 1703, C. 1745, or D. 1760?
Oops. Didn't mean to put that extra N in there. I'll go on with A final. At least it wasn't another D.
Wrong, exactly. B. 1703.
At least it
I
wasn't
think
D.
I've read that this this how to say this man with this prediction made predictions of for future. He believes in how well that depend on how you interpreted the that particular this particular prophecy. If King Charles III, the current new king of England, will step down this year. Well, that depends on how you interpret it. Anyways, number 18. How many years did Queen Elizabeth I rule England? A. 65 years, B. 28 years, C. 45 years, or D. 58 years?
I think it's D. I'm gonna go with D final.
Wrong, exactly C. 45 years.
Ah, damn.
Number 19 for you, Malachi. Trick question. Did Elizabeth I have any children? Yes or no?
Um.
Ooh.
I mean,
No.
And you didn't exactly know. She didn't have any. And that also meant the end of the Tudor dynasty. She was the only daughter left of the family. And
and who the hell's Queen Elizabeth II?
that would actually be the current king's mother, as she passed away last year or 2 years ago.
Because it just so happened to have the same last name. What are the chances
Wait.
of that?
Let me see first. Actually, Queen Elizabeth I's grandfather was the King Henry VII, and he was also Queen the first. He was also the Queen Elizabeth's 12 times great grandfather. This makes the two Elizabeth the first cousins many generations removed. So yeah, both are actually all related, but far distant.
Damn.
Yeah.
I learned something new every day.
hmm I don't think she even want to have any kids. In fact, in fact, from what I heard, she was a virgin the whole life.
Hmm.
I I don't know what the reason she didn't want to have any kids of her own. Maybe that she didn't want to go to childbirth. I don't know. But anyways,
She could have been too busy with ruling the kingdom to be even occupied for to not be occupied for having finding a boyfriend.
yeah, that makes sense. I mean, at the time, also that
I
England were
mean,
also a thing. I mean,
finding a husband and having kids would be the last thing on monarch's mind because they're always busy and ruling the kingdom is a very serious job for monarchs
yeah,
in
that
Europe.
is, and especially also that I believe that this was the time also when England were in war with Spain or France. This was around the 1500s. In fact, I can give one example of there were in fact one Swedish queen, Queen Christina, around the 1500s, sometimes in the early 1600s. She never had any kids of her own. In fact, after she wasn't even married herself. After that, she was almost approached to marry one of her cousins, but she never did. So instead, she stepped down as a queen and moved to Rome, where she remained her remaining years of her life. There were even another there were even another Swedish queen and her king. They didn't have any kids of their own either. After they stepped down, they had another dynasty to took over. Hang on.
And I tell you. What the? Why does it feel like I'm forgetting something again? I don't know, maybe it did. Knowing my terrible memory? Yeah.
Well, apparently I was hearing things. I thought my dad was calling for me, but nope. Okay, number 20. Who's next?
Um,
No, wait, this is actually yours, my God. My God. Malachi.
wait. Hold on. Hold on. What number are we at?
20.
Oh, man. You asked. I I thought you were. What number question was the one of Queen Elizabeth having kids?
19.
Then this is not mine.
Then who is it?
I think it's
Roy's.
mine.
I think it was Game Guys who answered the question 19.
No, that was Malachite.
Ah,
Pretty sure, anyway.
all right, Roy.
So that means it's my turn.
Okay, number 20. How many years did Henry VIII rule England? A, 28 years, B, 36 years, C, 45 years, or D, 68 years?
It's not giving me D's. The D20 keeps giving him D's. Oh my god! All right, whatever. D final.
Wrong, exactly. B, 36 years.
Of course it is. It's the opposite
No,
of D. What?
though, the one that so far we know of that has been under power as a monarch was Pepe II. He ruled Egypt for 90 years. That's a long time. Number 21 for you, game guy. When did the first Christmas tree appear in United Kingdom? A, 1820, B, 1860, B, C, 1870, or D, 1860?
I'm gonna have to roll for that one. C final.
You said C, ain't wrong exactly. D, 1860.
Alright.
They have been having that there will be the 164 years anniversary for that this year. Ooh. Number 22. How many years did Queen Victoria rule England? A, 50, yeah, 54 years, B, 72 years, C, 63 years, or D, 59 years?
If memory serves, I believe she ruled for 64 years.
You said
Swedish.
64? What did you say,
Yes,
Francis?
I said 64.
64 isn't even an option, but 63 actually.
Funny.
Well, if it's the closest, then go with it.
Well, what do you say? Whichever one was 60.
63? Exactly 63. Well,
Oh.
technically,
I swear I remember reading somewhere one point in time that it was 64 years that she ruled on the throne.
63 years and 7 months. 2 days.
That's almost 64.
Yep. And She was the only surpassed by her great-great-granddaughter Elizabeth II on September 9, 2015. She actually ruled for 63 years and 216 days.
Maybe that's where you read it. I don't know.
Yeah. Number 23, hard question for you, Roy. University of Oxford is England, the United Kingdom's oldest school, and in which century was it established? A. 11th century, B. 15th century, C. 14th century, or D. 13th century?
The Stone Age. That'd be funny, but I don't think so. Let's see here. Well, it's not a D at least. B, final.
B. Wrong exactly. A. 11th century.
You're just cursed with the E's endings. You could gain B's and D's.
Huh.
But no
Funny.
C's or A's. Although A doesn't sound with end with E, so.
Number 20 for you, game guy. At what year were the famous British explorer James Cook born? A. 1735, B. 1728, C. 1732, or D. 1745?
Well, they're all the 17s. Alright, let's see here. Oh, I got a super D. Alright, D, final.
Wrong exactly. B. 1728.
I got what you needed. Jeez Louise.
Number 25. Which year did the King Lion Richard Lionheart die? A. 1150, B. 1185, C. 1168, or D. 1199? And this is often the same King Richard Lionheart as being pictured to be around the same time as Robin Hood was lived, especially in the cartoon Disney version.
D final?
Ding ding ding, exactly D.
Lucky.
Roy, you're next. 26. During which century were Westminster Abbey built? A. 13th century, B. 11th century, C. 14th century, or D. 15th century?
Stop giving me D's! Ah! Dude, I'm getting so sick of it landing on 16 right now. Oh my goodness gracious. It's not even giving me any other numbers. It keeps landing on 16 specifically.
Give it a reroll.
Whatever. That might be D. I don't care. D final.
Wrong exactly. A. 13th century.
Having a bad day. You have 1 point, by the way. So I only have one? Okay, that is kind of funny. Bum ba-da-dum ba-dum bum ba-ba ba-da ba-dum. Roy the Great. Oh my god. Put the G back.
Number
Oh,
27.
Oh my goodness.
Number 27. Trick question for you, game guy. Were the Beatles started in London from the start? Yes or no?
Yes.
Wrong exactly. No, they were actually Liverpool, if I'm correct.
Don't laugh at me. How was I supposed to know that?
Number 27. 28.
Even just because you get a yes or no question doesn't mean your luck is always going to stick with yes.
Well, it's your turn, Malachi.
He apparently has no rebuttal for that.
But you
Number.
didn't give me a question or choices yet.
Well, I was about to read, but you interrupted me there for a moment there.
Oh.
28. When did England get its current royal family? A. 1825. B. 1917. C. 1794. Or D. 1862.
Mm.
Really? Roy Donut?
I couldn't come up with anything. How about this? You are the D20, Roy. But how often I keep getting those D's? Figure that's how it's gonna stay. Who knows? Maybe that's the real reason you're not getting D's. Because it's a D20. So. Whose turn is it, by the way?
Malachites.
Mm.
1825, 1917, 1794, or 1862.
Well, you say the current royal
Yeah.
family.
House of Windsor.
In that case, with you saying Windsor, I believe it was in 1917.
Ding, ding, ding. Exactly 1917. You know, there is actually stories and if there are like rumors that um, would be Charles I's grandfather, the late Queen's father, that he was a supporter of the Nazis during the war, or at least a sympathy for them, or that's easily based on the rumors, and that how also that the daughter was also somehow either a supporter or sympathizer for them. I don't even know if that's true or not. I don't. The only thing is that I read this an article about it, but if that is false rumors, it well, I wouldn't be surprised if that was true or not. But it just, I mean, these days you can read almost anything based on stories of any celebrity online. Like they can be gossip, they can be rumors, and when people reading something like that, oh, is that really for real? And the lawyer found out that, oh, that was not the true. That was completely false. Okay. So basically, that people don't believe in everything you read on the gossip or rumors about celebrities, even the royals, because sometimes it can be just rumors or like that. It just like that. Okay, number 29 for you, uh, Roy. How many years did Elizabeth II rule England before she passed away in 2022? A. 68 years. B. 70 years. C. 78 years. Or D. 82 years.
Why'd you call Malachi Millennium Moon Chaser? Because I thought that was a brilliant name. We're gonna at least give him at least one unique name.
Also, you're
Alright,
forgetting
whatever.
the other N.
What?
The two ends, millennium.
Are you really about to yell at me about
No.
my spelling mistakes? Come on. We're older than that. We're mature adults here, aren't we? You know what I meant.
Anyway, I should have put in an extra L just to make it piss off even more. Anyway, what was the question again?
How many years did Elizabeth II rule England or United Kingdom before she passed away in 2022? A. 68 years. B. 70 years. C. 78 years. Or D. 82 years.
Alright, this is me. Also, I've been doing that the entire quiz, so I'm a little surprised that that's what it took for you to notice that. C, final.
C. Ain't wrong exactly. B. 70 years.
Because
You know,
Mr.
I mean, how old is Charles III? He is 75 years, and he has been waiting for there to be the next king for so long. It's well, you know, surprising. Okay, number 30, trick question. Were Edward the Eighth coronated the King of England? Yes or no?
Whose question?
Yours.
Cards.
Yes.
Ain't wrong exactly. No. Even though he was considered king of England, but never coronated. His reign lasted for only 325 days, and his brother Albert became king, and using his last name George as George VI. See here. The reason why he never had his coronation is because it was cancelled the result of his abdication because he stepped down, abdicated from the throne. So that's the reason why. Of course, not all everyone in the royal family want to be the king or the queen, but who knows? Number 31. When did the industrial age or revolution start in England? A. 1720, B. 1710, C. 1730, or D. 1760?
That's gonna require yet another dice roll. Who wants to bet that he's gonna get another D?
I bet on it.
I swear to God! Oh my, stop giving me D!
Was it D?
It's a D. I don't understand why it's giving me so many. The D's like you. I don't want the D's to like me. I want the B's to like me. Ah! Oh, whatever. D final.
D for
Yeah.
once. Ding ding ding. Correct. Exactly D.
Fucking finally. Jesus. Why did it take? Why did it fucking take an hour and 15 minutes for that to finally work out for me?
You're probably not bad
Gambler's
today.
policy. How come it works for
Okay.
you and it doesn't work for me? I don't understand.
Oh,
Jeez Louise, I tell you.
fuck.
What?
Oh, damn it, damn it, damn it. I have a question for 33, but only the answer, but not the actual question. I
Is it
don't
A,
know.
B, C, or D? Answer yourself. I choose A.
Okay.
Imagine if it's actually A.
Hold
No,
on,
I'm kidding.
hold on a minute.
It's
You
not even
didn't
my.
actually
Actually, it
have a.
is my point.
Hold
Actually, it
on,
is my
hold on a
turn.
minute. Hold on a minute. Swish, you didn't really. You didn't actually have a question for number 33.
Yeah, basically. But
Hold
I'm
on a
fixing
minute.
that right. I'm fixing right
I,
now. Don't
I
worry.
was, I was, I was going to suggest I might have a no one that you could ask for him.
All right.
Just, just, just give me a few minutes. Hold on a minute.
Is it a minute or a few minutes? You gotta be more specific. Is it both? Yes. That doesn't answer. Yes, but it is an answer. If that's what you wanted, isn't it? Also, why am I Roy the Spy? You just noticed it. I was too angry yelling another D that I didn't even notice it. Let me see that for a sec. I want to see how many D's I get in a row. Alright, fine. Just don't break the computer. We're actually using the computer as a D20 because we didn't feel like grabbing our own. We were gonna. We had them, but then Roy was like, "Yeah, sure, look at me, I don't know today." All right, how many D's do I get in a row? That's a 6. Well, first I have to get a D. There it is. 1. I got 1. 1 in a row. To be fair, most of them would be mine. Give me 1 second. Actually, I can get rid of these. Need them. Son of a bitch. I'm up. And I'm still streaming, so. The door open. The door closes, even though you closed it like a minute ago.
All right. Next question. Okay. Who was its turn again?
Kyle.
It was mine. We're still waiting on outfits.
How many years?
Question, I mean.
Number 42. How long did the Industrial Revolution lasted in England? A. 50 years. B. 48 years. C. 80 years. Or D. 42 years. Game guy, it's your question.
I thought we were waiting on Malachite's question.
He has sent me the question already.
Oh, I thought I was gonna put it like in the private chat or something like that.
No. No.
To be fair, I thought he was gonna do that too.
Hmm.
Let's
Well,
see.
but
Let
how
me
long
roll
did
the
the Industrial Revolution last in England? 50 years, 48 years, 80 years, or 42 years?
actually it on D, but I feel like it's the most. I'm gonna go with C.
Ding ding ding, correctly. C, 80 years. Number 33 for you, Malachite. How wait, this is supposed to be Kyle's question, but you really did think clear on that one. uh,
Maybe it's a good thing I didn't get this. All
well,
right. What is it?
hang on. We can do this. We
No,
can
no, you're
swap.
giving him that question.
Nope. We can swap that one for question 82. Where are you? Where are you? Come on, where are you? There we go. Um, here we go. Number 33. How old were Boudica when she passed away? A. 45 years. B. 52 years. C. 31 years. Or D. 68 years.
Who?
Where?
Boudica. Boudica was a warrior queen, a leader of a tribe of the Celts. She was
You know
leading
it's
an army against the British, Romans.
obscure when he says who.
There isn't even a statue of Boudica in London, actually.
Dylan would probably know. I don't think he would.
Most people probably wouldn't even know.
Choices? This is good because this is gonna have to be a complete random guess. And
45 years,
I don't even trust them for a D20 roll.
45 years, 52 years, 31 years, or 68 years.
Well, yeah, if Roy rolls, he's just gonna get another D. Hey, he's not wrong.
Um, I'm I'm just gonna randomly pull luck out of my ass and say C.
You said C, 41 years. Ding ding ding, exactly C.
Oh, see?
Well, this is who she is. She was married to a local king or a chief or a chieftain in that area of her tribe. And the Romans, well, since they controlled England at the time, and since her husband was very much um, he was in a good terms with the Romans. But here's the good thing: when he died, she didn't inherit the land and the throne as the queen, because that was according to the Romans' deal. But here was the most dramatic event of her life. Shortly after her husband had died, the Romans came to claim the land and all that belongings and her property. Unfortunately, what happened is that the Roman soldiers raped her two daughters at the time. Even she tried to be, but she was grabbed and held tight. So, yeah, she fought against the Roman Empire with many other tribes in the area for a short time. But there are no mentioning of what happened to her daughters afterwards. But according to the story, or at least the legend, she's supposed to be buried in Ring Cross a King Cross station, somewhere between the between some of the stations there, at least according to the legend. But they have been, of course, have been exploring there in that part of the station, but never found anything. But here's another part. According to another part of her legend of that, is that she had buried a huge treasure somewhere in that part of England that she lived. But no one knows what exactly. In fact, people have been looking for that treasure and even her burial. But no one knows. That was around in the 480s. So I think at least 400. Um, but anyways, but yeah, she was the queen of her tribe, and after what the Romans did to her daughters, and that they confiscated her land and all that, she was outraged. With that, she led an army of her own tribe and others and fought against the Roman Empire, which lasted for only 1 year until she was eventually killed. But I mean, it is possible that maybe some people find her burial, but who knows? They have been over centuries ago. But who knows? And you probably can ask Dylan if he knows anything about her, Budiga. Anyways, but she died so young, 31 years old, younger than me. Number, whoops, I didn't put the number on that one. 31. Hard question for you, Roy. King Henry VIII
When did we get
gave
31?
order.
I thought this was like 34 or something like that.
Yeah, we had 44.
But you
King
said
Henry
31.
VIII, no, 34.
Hmm.
King Henry VIII gave order to build a new warship to be built and was given the name Mary Rose. And in what year was it built? A. 1512, B. 1515, C. 1510, or D. 1518?
This is mine, right?
Yeah.
All right, let me roll. He got another D. I don't understand, dude. I don't get why I've gained so many Ds. At least it was a super D. I don't care if I got a 20. It's still a D. Oh my god. All right, whatever. D final.
Wrong exactly. C. 1510.
I'm gonna kick this D20's ass.
If it has an ass.
Yeah, that's 20 of them.
Game
I
guy,
mean,
you're next. Number 45. How many years was Mary Rose in service? A. 33 years. B. 28 years. C. 45 years. Or D. 25 years?
Mary Rose?
Yeah, the warship's name was given as Mary Rose.
Warship? I thought it was a person. I swear there
Nope, a
was a
warship.
person named Mary Rose.
Nope. King
That might
Henry
be the
VIII
back.
gave.
You might be thinking of the backrooms. There even a Mary Rose in the back? All right. Maybe it's a back room, so who knows? Let me roll because I don't know what it is. I got a B. B final.
You said B.
Yep.
Whoops. That's not supposed. Wrong exactly. A. 43 years. No one
Let's
even
feel
know
nice rolling
exactly.
the D20 and getting a letter that isn't D.
You know, This one is actually was sank in a battle, but no one knows for sure who actually sank it. If it was the enemy or if it was an accident. But they actually had salvage part of the ship, and that was in a museum. Number 36. At what year did the famous author William Shakespeare was born when he was born? A. 1564, B. 1572, C. 1569, or D. 1555?
Hmm.
And the smaller kinds question.
You might have to repeat. My mom yelled for something.
At what year did the famous author William Shakespeare was born? A. 1562, 1564, B. 1572, C. 1569, or D. 1555?
What were B and C?
1569.
I said B and C.
B. 1772.
And what were A and D?
A. 1564 and D. 1555.
I'm gonna go with A.
Ding ding ding, exactly A. 1564 when William Shakespeare was born. Number 37 for Roy. How old were William Shakespeare when he passed away? A. 65 years, B. 52 years, C. 71 years, or D. 55 years?
I don't know why I'm bothering with the D20 anymore. I know I'm just gonna get another D. Oh my god, it's a miracle. It's an A. I've never been so happy to see a 3 before. I
Final?
know. A,
Ain't wrong. Ain't wrong, exactly B. 52 years.
I'm too happy to say any letter that is D right now to care.
Number 38. Hard question for you, game guy. Boudica was the queen of the Iceni tribe of British Isles, and she was leading a war against the Romans. And what year did she started her war? A. 74 AD, B. 60 AD, C. 58 AD, or D. 80 AD?
74. I'm going with 74.
Wrong, exactly. B. 60 AD.
Alright.
Number 39 from Malachite. How long did the Boudica's war against the Romans last before she was defeated? A. 5 years, B. 1 year, C. 4 years, or D. 10 years?
What now?
How long did Boudicca's war against the Romans last before she was defeated? 5 years, 1 year, 4 years, or 10 years?
1 year. I'm going to go with 1 year.
Ding ding ding, exactly 1 year.
I believe you
Number,
mentioned that or said
yeah,
that earlier.
yeah. I never thought I had that for the question. Dang it. Next time, I don't mention that again. Number 40. When were the city of Portsmouth, 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 or
Portsmouth.
Portsmouth established? A. 1120, B. 1150, C. 1160, or D. 1180?
Yeah, I don't know how it's pronounced because it's a Portsmouth near where we live. I'm dicing. Oh my god, it's a B! I'm so happy I didn't get another damn D. Seriously, I'm getting so sick of those. I'm going with B.
B. Wrong, exactly D.
Oh! Karma, bitch.
Karma.
Karma my fucking ass! Karma.
Oh
That's
my
bad
god.
luck is what that is.
We'll take a break here for a moment.
Wah, 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 wah. I swear to God, I can't believe that. That is kind of funny though. Fuck.
You shouldn't swear to God. That's hazardous.
That's hazardous. You're right. It's what
That's
happens when you don't believe in him.
That's disastrous.
I see what you did there. How about? Oh, jeez. Can't believe the second it didn't go for D. That was exactly what it was. I can't believe that. The irony. Yeah, it's more irony than it is karma. Though, to be fair, it's kind of hard to tell the difference between the two. Whatever. At least I didn't get another D. Although I guess in this case, it actually would have helped out. I wonder what I'll get. Watch, you're gonna get a D. You're gonna get the D. Let's see how many D's you get. Just for fun. Alright, give me that dice. Or give me that computer. Alright, this is D. 1, 2. I got 2. Here, I'll get you another one. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's not 4 because that's a C. I got 3 that time. Just overall, how many D's do you get? Not in the row, just how many you get. Just keep clicking it. Alright. So I'm at 3. You got 3, yeah. 4. Alright. 5.
Oh, I'm back.
6. 7. 8. Oh my goodness gracious. I've gotten 8 D's. Or at least numbers that would get me 8 D's while you were gone. I just wanted to see how many I'd get.
Okay, Malachi, you're next.
No, he isn't. I'm next.
Oh, sorry. At what year, number 41, did William the First conquered England and made himself King of England? A. 1058, B. 1066, C. 1078, or D. 1120?
That's pretty good, Kyle. I got a 1.
Womp, womp,
At least
womp,
it didn't get
womp.
like a bajillion D's.
Yay!
Fair point, I guess.
Kyle won.
At least it didn't 2. Alright. A final.
Wrong exactly. B, 1066.
Well, at least it wasn't a D. I'm so pissed off about that. It's funny, but I'm just like, what the hell, dude?
Number 42 for you, Malachi. How long did the Normans rule England? A, 150 years, B, 300 years, C, 280 years, or D, 220 years?
Who are we talking about again?
Normans. The Normans are descendants of the Vikings. So how many years they ruled England after William I conquered England? He also known as William the Conqueror. If you heard of the Battle of Hastings, that took shortly times of around that time. So how many years that the Normans ruled the country, England? 150 years, 300 years, 280 years, or 220 years?
I'll say 300.
Ding ding ding, exactly 300 years.
Holy
Number
shit,
40.
you have 14 points! Yep, he has 14 points. My god, that's ludicrous.
I mean,
Why is it so many?
Kyle, did you tell Roy what happened in the Murder She Wrote quiz?
I believe Malachite got 30 something points in that. 30.
Yeah, that was around
34?
30 or 45, something like that.
I think it was 34. That's a lot of points. 34 sounds about right, though.
So, just a bit of heads up, when we were doing the 246 question on cryptids, wonder who will get the Nobels of those? Perhaps I'm not. Ooh, how about not 200, but one of them might make it 500.
Oh, hell.
No.
Maybe 1,000. Nah, 240 at the most. Don't worry.
Make it 2,000.
No, 250.
I will kick your ass, Roy.
250 is the official max.
Yeah. And so far, of all those quests on the cryptids, 670 has been made or been used so far of those.
Where the fuck have you been looking up all these cryptids? The ultimate cryptid dictionary?
Not really. TV, online, websites, you name it. In fact, I did find a book that is about to contain a lot of cryptids, and it's from 2014, and I haven't got it yet, but I found 1, 2, 5, 8, 10, 12-page websites that's containing cryptids or something like that, but it had tons of information. Wikipedia is one of those things, but of course, when it comes to things like that, it depends on what would cross the line if the word counts, you know, as a mythical creature like griffins, giants. No, those kind of things doesn't count. But or if someone like, what about a kraken? Is that a cryptid? No, unfortunately, no. That is not a thing I wouldn't be able to do because Many different sources describe how it looks like, so it is impossible to make that a cryptid. So you know. But when I'm making the next one, the long one, it's gonna be total 916 questions, and so far I have made 20, 20 total for this.
Um,
Wait, for this 8 of those and 19 on that will be 57 quests plus 81 of each. That will make it 4,617 questions total.
she checked what? That is a lot of questions. How much fucking free time do you have?
Well, on papers it's only 80, 38, but of course the number I have will be I suspect maybe um perhaps 6, 8,000 or more. It depends. It depends.
That's more than making salary. It's more than what Biden makes. Oh, goodness gracious. There's more cryptids than there is the amount of money Biden has in his pockets. Biden only has maybe $15? Not 1,500, just 15. 1 5. That's it. Not like
Anyways,
$0. He doesn't spend any of it on what we need.
but yeah, I almost nearly 5,000 encrypted questions, but I mean, as total all that
Hey,
found.
yeah, but anyway,
Next question.
so next question.
Number
Whose turn
43,
is
trick
it?
question for you, Roy. Did
Uh,
King Alfred, did King Alfred the Great convert a Viking king to Christianity? Yes or no?
yes.
Ding ding ding, exactly yes.
Alfred E. Newman.
A
I
lot of
wish that was pretty
a lot of old English kings actually have a sort of a nickname like this, King Alfred the Great. They're even Edward the Confessor, among things. Or this one Swedish king was called the Lion of North. So anyways, number 44. When were the newspaper The Times in England started? A. 1752, B. 1798, C. 1758, or D. 1785?
Ba-ba-ba-da-ba. D
Excuse
final.
me. B. Wrong, exactly. D. 1785.
I said D.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said B.
Well, looks like I got my 4th point.
Number 45 for Malachite. Hard question. What year could people of London have a market on the River Thames when it was frozen? A. 1781, B. 1814, C. 1825, or D. 1841?
Say what now?
What year could people of London have a market on the River Thames when it was frozen during the winter? A. 1781, B. 1814, C. 1825, or D. 1841?
C final?
Wrong, exactly. B. 1814. This was actually around the time of a period was known as the Little Ice Age, which lasted from between 1350 to 1850. I mean, they were literally standing on the middle of the frozen river. They were having some bonfires on on poles, and people can just walk around, even run and jump on the ice without falling down because the ice was thick enough. It is this was something that which is referred as a little ice age ever since. And this also thing is a Swedish king around the 1650s, I think it was. But he actually he used this brilliant idea, but also really risky. He took an army of horses and cannons and walked from the southern part of country of Sweden over to Denmark. It was a big risk. If he had made a calculation, if he took the risk of that without knowing, he could fell down through the ice. But he didn't. He managed to get over the ice, over to Denmark, 1658 or 59, I believe. And that was a risky move, but it was pretty good one too because we got back up part of the country that was under Denmark's control. You're saying it was a big risk though. Number 46 for you, Roy. How big were England's population during the 1700s? A. 1.5 million, B. 2 million, C. 5 million, or D. 10 million?
I'll go with the most. D was the most, right?
Yeah,
All right, D final.
wrong exactly. C. 5 million.
Even when you don't roll the dice, you're still stuck with D.
Ooh,
I just realized I didn't even think of that.
ooh, this question. Oh boy. Number 47. How many people died in England during the plague? A. 50,000, B. 2 million, C. 98,000, or D. 150,000?
uh, it's Malekith's turn.
Nope. It's your brother's.
No, it isn't. I just answered.
Sure. What do you say?
I already answered. I answered the last question. This is Malekith's.
Oh, sorry. Sometimes it can be confusing there.
Because I got my fourth point because he thought I went with B
Oh,
when I went with D. So
And then I went after that.
the one at 45 was Malachites. 45, 46 was the how the Roy said 10 million, and 47 is yours.
but I did the last one.
But this
47.
is yours.
No, 7.
Did
The
you-
one that the biggest population in England during 1700s was Roy's question. And we are at 47.
I thought we were at 57.
No, 47.
I thought we were at the 50s. Oh my god, I'm so confused.
Tell me about it.
Whatever, I don't know.
How many
I
people
guess
died?
I'll just answer.
So
Whatever.
are the 50,000, 2 million, 98,000, or 150,000?
I swear though, I said B in the last question, and then
Well,
you
it is
said
B. You
I
did the B, and it's
but
think
B.
I think Kyle May have
I don't.
accidentally answered Roy's question.
I think it did actually. Oops. That might be why you're confused. So I'll take this one, and then we'll go back to how it was. All right. I don't know anymore. I think that's exactly what happened, though. I might have still taken yours by accident.
Hmm.
So I'll take this one. Malachi can go after me, and then we can go back to the actual
All right.
thing.
All right.
So I'll go after Malachi. And you actually managed to roll a D. I I don't know, man. You're just magnetized to the letter D. All right, I'll go with C. Final.
C ain't wrong.
Yeah,
Exactly B. 2 million. That's
he
how many people
said that.
died in England.
Actually, how did you not hear him say that? Because I was too confused trying to figure out whose turn it was.
Anyways, who's next?
Fair enough. I think it's Malachite.
Okay, number 48. When were Crystal Palace built? A. 1831, B. 1881, C. 1851, or D. 1871?
Um, choices again?
1831, 1881, 1851, 1871.
I'm gonna go with 1851.
Ding ding ding, exactly B. C. 1851.
All right. You have
Number
15.
49. Um, okay, who's now? Is it Game Guy or Roy?
It's me because we're going back to how it
All right,
was.
number
Or how it
49.
stole my quest.
When were London I built? A. 1998, B. 2000, C. 1999, or D. 1995?
9. All right. B. Final.
Ding 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 ding, exactly 2000. This
Sweet.
is giant. This is this giant Ferris wheel. Number
Hold
50
on.
for you, Kyle. At which century was Glastonbury Abbey built? A. 5th century, B. 12th century, C. 8th century, or D. 9th century?
Hold on a second. What question is this?
50.
I, s- I swear to God, you said 45.
No,
And then now it's
50.
50. I don't understand it. My brain hurts.
We're at question 50, and it's Roy's question. You are number 51 after him.
I got the question. No, I got the last question right. This is Cal's question.
But you come after me.
Yeah, you answered. I answered, and now it's Cal's question.
Uh,
He did answer the 49 right, correct.
That's where my 4th point came from.
Yeah.
So we're not doing Heyman after this, right? Because I think my brain's too broken for this.
You probably need a new brain.
Jeez. Just answer the damn question. Sounds like a plan to me. I'm just rolling this damn dice. I don't know anymore. B final.
B ain't wrong, exactly C. 8th century. Number 51 for
if
Malachi.
we don't end this with if this was even questions, if this didn't particularly end with me getting question 79, Morgan A and Calgary number 81. That means we fucked up completely with the screwing up of Game Guy getting confused with what question was what or was his next.
That makes sense. Might have been
Can
tired
you
myself, so.
blame me? I accidentally took his question, and then it was his thing, and then you thought it was something that I'm just so lost right now. Anyway, what's the next question? Is it even Malachi's? Is it mine? I don't even
Yeah, the
know what it
Malachite.
is anymore.
It's 51. When did King Henry VIII change England to a Protestant? Protestant? Or how do
Protestant?
you pronounce? He was
Prostitute.
well.
Prostitute.
England was actually a Catholic country, but he changed to a different birth. Protestantic, I think, country. A 1538, B 1532, C 1534, or D 1540.
Oh yeah, how could I forget? From Game Guy to Confused Guy. I'm confuzzled right now.
What were the choices?
1538, 1532, 1534, or 1540.
I'll say 1538.
Wrong, exactly C 1534. Okay, number 52 for you, Roy. At what year did King John lose the family royal jewels and not the family jewels that were guys wear? That would have been painful. Uh,
Hmm.
A 1208, B 1216, C 1205, or D 1210.
Well, that's I seem to have finally got rid of my D curse because I'm going with C final.
Wrong, exactly B 1216. This is also that if you're seeing the Robin Hood Disney movie, that John is being portrayed as this one, as this Prince John. And this
Hmm.
particular John, he has actually he is also has a nickname, John without country, because many people didn't like him. He actually lost his family jewels, crown jewels, in a marsh in England. People search for them, but so far, no luck. But that was over 800 years ago. Think about it. Time will change, landscape change. Number 53 for you, game guy. How long were Alfred the Great King of England? A. 28 years, B. 35 years, C. 42 years, or D. 22 years?
Screw it. I'm going with the most. C final.
C. Not exactly. A. 28 years. Number 54, you, for you, Malachi. Malachi. How many British soldiers fought in the World War One? A. 155,000. B. 198,000. C. 3,000,000. D. 800,000.
Um, choices.
155,000, 198,000, 3,000,000, or 800,000.
D final. Hold on. You're right. I would already say it. Swedish. I couldn't. I was torn between C and D. I went with D.
D final.
Yeah.
Ain't wrong exactly. C 3,000,000. I mean, D is on. There could be the potential that there could. How many people thought in that? But who knows? Number 55 for you, Roy. How many British soldiers fought in the World War? Soldier. How many British soldiers fought in World War II at its peak? A. 250,000. B. 2.9 million. C. 980,000. Or D. 450,000.
But one of these things just doesn't belong here. I'm going with B final. There's only 1 million in that bunch of answers, and I'm going with that.
What?
I'm going with B.
B.
Yes, B.
Ding ding ding. Exactly B. 2.9. 2.9 million. Number 56 for you, game guy or confused guy. Hard question. How long did William I rule England after it? A. 32 years. B. 29 years. B. C. 36 years. Or D. 21 years.
I'll go with the most. I'll go with C final.
C. Ain't wrong exactly. D. 21 years.
Uh,
Number 57 for you, Malachite. At what year did the Royal Air Force founded? A. 1918. B. 1920. C. 1939. D. 1935.
Royal Air Force, huh?
Mm-hmm.
you should get this. You are a connoisseur of all things vehicles. Right now, I'm a connoisseur of all things headaches. So I'm still a little lost right now.
Options.
1918, 1920, 1939, or 1935.
I believe it was 1918.
Ding ding ding, correct, actually 19. 8, 19.
Okay, yeah, and
Oops, I forgot the S.
okay, y- yeah, you're right. It was 1918, and it actually shared its birthday with Kyle.
I'm not that old.
I know, but it was founded on April Fool's Day. Your birthday, hello.
Don't hello me right now. I am not.
Ding dong, trick or treat. Oh wait, we're a few months away.
Fuck you too.
Anyways, Roy, you're next. 58. How many bombs was dropped over London, London during the Blitz?
London.
A.
Is that right? Damn it.
A. 1100. B. 9,500. C. 25,000. Or D. 6,500.
That's too specific. I'm going with D final.
D.
Yeah.
Wrong, exactly. C. 25,000. So
Don't know how I feel about getting this question though.
there was either 1100, 9,500, 25,000, or 6,500.
Certainly does originate the same bombs away.
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't know about that joke, buddy. Just saying.
I know. Number 59 for you, game guy. How many royal weddings have been held in Westminster Abbey? A. 22, B. 35, C. 18, or D. 16?
What was the most? 30 something?
35, B.
35? Alright, I'll go with that.
Exactly.
Wait, hang on. This is my question. No, it's not. You
No.
had the bomb
Oh,
question. This is my
well,
question.
actually, yes, it is. Yeah, it is, actually.
No, it
Sorry.
isn't.
My fault. My fault.
Roy, but you gave
No, it
Roy
ain't.
the London
This
bombs
is Kyle's
question.
question.
He answered.
I just
Sorry.
realized that.
My
I don't
fault.
know why I
It's
was
my
such an
fault.
idiot and thought it was my question. Looks like I'm a little confused too.
Anyways, number 60. This was. I think this.
Hold
I
on,
will
did I
give
get it
this to
right or
Roy then.
not?
This is actually. This was supposed to be in the game, guys, but I will give it to Roy instead, since I messed up on this one. My fault. When were the
No, that one was
famous
my question.
monument? Nope, it wasn't. When were the
That
famous
was.
monument?
Uh,
Number 59 was Roy's question, but you answer it.
I had the bomb question. 59 was Kyle's.
Oh, then number 60 is Malachites.
Did I get mine right? I don't even know if I answered.
You did. You answered for 35, which was wrong. It was 16. So this one is Malachi's question.
If you knew I
Wait,
answered,
Yeah,
why are you
my.
I
giving
need
it
to.
to? I don't
I
understand.
hope I calmed down enough. Also, why did you put my name in the private chat twice for my 16th point?
Because I accidentally didn't put the S before after the T and point, and I'm stressed, and I don't know.
Oh boy. Seeing
Oh,
someone
buddy.
Really?
looks like someone needs us.
Because it looks like you spelled them both right.
One said
Looks like someone
16
is
points,
tired.
and one said 16 points.
Oh,
Uh, give him a break.
I'm
Anyways,
gonna break.
just lay down on
when
your
would
pillow. You'll be fine.
Physically, maybe, but mentally.
how many? Okay, when were the famous monuments Stonehenge first been built? A 1800 BC, B 1100 BC, C 500 BC, or D 2500 BC.
D final.
Ding ding ding, correctly could be.
I knew that.
Well, I
I
mean,
learned that in
Will
school.
you put down the thing for me, Roy?
well, I mean,
I'm
the
on it.
stones, the current, the with stones, that wasn't built at the first. When it was built, it was just like a small, um, this. That was mostly used like this dirt wall, like a circle. The stones was added much later on, and I can tell this there was not the same type of group of people who built the first stage of Stonehenge and the last one. That was completely different people. I believe it was two or three different tribe of people that built Stonehenge over a period of time. The stones was the last section they added. First, they had some wooden poles, and there was some smaller stones. But the big stones was built as the last section they built was smaller stones inside the bigger ones. But yeah, it was sort of being built around at that time. At that time, excuse me. Number 61. When were England's oldest church built? A. 597 AD, B. 850 AD, C. 790 AD, or D. 1100? And this is Roy's question.
Well, looks like my thing's back. D final.
Wrong, exactly. A. 597, around the same time as Christianity came to the British Isles. Number 62, trick question for you, gaming guy. Are the Swedish royal family on the British succession order list? Yes or no?
No.
Wrong, exactly. Yes, they are. The Swedish king and his kids can inherit the throne, but not the queen, since she wasn't born in that royal house. She was married in the house of Bernadotte, which is called. So, but they're on the way down on the list, around 200 plus. So, even though they can inherit the throne, but there's a very low risk for that. Okay, number 63 for you, Malachite. How long were Henry the First King of England? A. 48 years, B. 35 years, C. 28 years, or D. 31 years?
Mm, what did you see for choices?
48 years, 35 years, 28 years, or 31 years?
I'm gonna go with B.
B. Ding, 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 exactly 35 years. Oh,
Well, there you
okay.
go.
This probably is a question that Malachite would have liked since, well, Roy, number 64. When did England start to use locomotive railway? A. 1812, B. 1789, C. 1825, or D. 1805?
Can I just get this to Malachite?
No.
Alright. That's right. Alright, day 20. It's you and me.
Choo choo, motherfucker.
It gave me a 1. The irony. I love the Stitch 40. It's a son of a bitch. Yes, it's that. Thanks, Kyle. It's not even the D20, it's just your computer was using the thing to roll it. Yeah, my computer's a son of a bitch. What do you want me to say?
Who's the mother?
Point, I guess. I don't think you want to know. My computer's motherboard is a, well, I can't say it on the stream, but it starts with a, I can't even say that. It starts with a bracket. It starts with a bracket.
It's probably cracking.
Thanks, Roy. Anyway, I'm going with A final.
Wrong, exactly. C. Malachi, did you even know this?
And I know it was around the early 1800s when locomotives started appearing in England. Sometime around there.
I probably can try to make a quiz based on trains or planes.
No.
That's both. Anyways, number
Do you know the
65.
amount of Do you know the
If
amount of
yours-
D20s you're gonna get concussions for, man?
I mean, if you was to give me the opportunity, Swish, to make both a trains and planes, those two separate quizzes, I could probably give them a go. And also, I'd like to see what you can do with both a U.S. and European military quiz on each of the
Oh.
branches, that kind of stuff.
I
That'd
hadn't
be a
even done
challenge,
that.
though.
Yeah, there might be. I never thought about
You
it.
could probably make it. We could save it for probably for the day of a stream, the day of a quiz around Memorial Day this year.
That depends when that is.
It usually occurs in May.
I gave me time so to fix it, so no problem. Okay,
And
he
it would
said,
be a special, so it would be a special, so not
yeah.
random topic.
Number 65. When were London sewer system built? A. 1880, B. 1890, C. 1900, or D. 1870? And this for Game Guys question.
I'm going with D final.
D.
Yep.
Ding ding ding, exactly D.
I'll take it.
But if I would do military questions for Memorial Day, would that want to be like some only U.S. military?
I figure we can include the European, the UK military, like the Royal Navy, and the Royal Air Force, that stuff too.
All right.
Since they are also military. And I said
all right.
both US and UK.
All right.
European.
Number 66. When did the Dani law started to be used in England? A. 10th century, B. 9th century, C. 11th century, or D. 8th century?
What now?
The Dani law. Well, basically, it's when the Vikings started being raiding in England, and in order to have them stopped, English kings had to pay them like a tribute in order to have them, like say, like London at the time. It was like a smaller city at the time. So if this English king wanted to have his city safe, not to be raided by the Vikings, they had to pay a tribute. in order to keep themselves keep themselves protected, and that is what's been called since the Danish law. And exactly what is from the Danish Denmark's Vikings. That was the name of it. So it was either in 10th century, 9th century, or 11th century, or 8th century when it came started.
Say the first two again.
10th century, 9th century, 11th century, or 8th century.
I'll say the 11th century.
Wrong, exactly. B, 9th century. Number 67 for you,
Damn.
Roy. At what year did the Battle of Hastings took place? A, 1085, B, 1066, C, 1098, or D, 1075?
B final.
Ding, 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 correct, exactly B. Ooh.
Gold net.
Number 68 for you, game guy. When did the stories of Robin Hood start to appear? A, 12th century, B, 16th century, C, 14th century, or D, 11th century?
Or E, when he fired his first arrow.
Or F, Malachi to be a smartass.
Hey, I'm being logical. He was an archer.
Or
I
G
know.
when he finally shot Trump in the ass. I'll go with G.
That's not an option.
Golden anyway gets 2 points. No. I'll go with. See the answers again?
12th century, 16th century, 14th century, or 11th century?
Couldn't hear the first one because Malkite was too busy laughing.
12.
Well, 12. I think it was 16. I'll go with 16.
Wrong, exactly Z, 14th century.
Dang, I was 2 centuries off.
And for your
There are-
record, you red coconut guy, I finished laughing by the time he started reading them.
I think my computer actually lagged it for some reason because it continued when he said A. So.
Hmm. Well, I do swear I finished laughing before he started reading them.
About to see the video for that. Maybe really it was just around. I don't know.
Number 69, trick question for you, Malachi.
69.
Really?
Had to
Why,
happen.
69.
why even bother? Anyways,
I don't know.
did the King Richard Lionheart took part in the Crusades? Yes or no?
Ooh. I'm gonna say yes.
Ding, 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 correct. Yes. If you've seen the Disney cartoon version of the
Yes.
Robin Hood, when the king returns, that it was actually 100% to that because they even mentioned that the king was away to the Holy Land or something or Crusades.
No, he
Which
was
did
on a crusade because Sir Hiss hypnotized him.
right, but yeah, that actually happened. Of all this, the characters from these stories, as so far we know of that, Richard was real, John was real, but the others like Robin Hood, Marion, Little John, Brother Took, we don't know if those were
Fire
real.
Tuck.
Fire Tuck, sorry,
Fire
but
truck?
yeah, we don't even know if they were real or not. But some people believe Robin Hood was real. Some historians believe that he was actually a bad guy, not a good guy. They believe that they have found his tomb or his burial, that he took the money but kept them for himself. But we don't even know if that's real or not. It's just, and most of the stories was told as the ballads, like those singing poems. And as it is, number 70 for Roy. During which century did London reach 1 million people? A. 17th century, B. 12th century, C. 18th century, or D. 19th century?
I only heard the first thing. He glitched out, and I didn't hear the last three.
Um, during which century did London reach 1 million people? 17th century, 12th century, 18th century, or 19th century?
Right. Let's see here. Dice. B, final.
Wrong factor. D. 19th century.
Well, you sure go for a D curse right about now.
Number 71. During which century did King Alfred the Great live? A. 8th century, B. 9th century, C. 10th century, or D. 7th century?
I got a 1. It's really, I don't know anymore. I mean, Malka won anyway, so I guess it doesn't really matter what I get. A, final.
A. Wrong exactly. B. 9th century. Number 72. At what year did Titanic leave England? A. 1913, B. 1910, C. 1911, or D. 1912?
I'm sorry. Repeat that question again.
At what year did Titanic leave England? 1913, 1910, 1911, or 1912? If you don't know this answer, I will kick your ass. Yeah, I will just like slap my own face.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
1912.
Deemed incorrect, 1912. Number 73 for Roy. A dugout boat was found in the Langors Lake. At the what year was it found? A. 1955, B. 1925, C. 1938, or D. 1948?
Let's see. I'll go with A, final.
Wrong exactly. B. 25. And a dugout boat is basically made up of a log where they just carve it out like a canoe or something like that. Number 74, hard question for you, game guy. The dugout boat was found in the Langors Lake. When it was radiocarbon dated, for which year was the boat made? A. 960, B. 1100, C. 750, or D. 800?
D, final.
Hmm?
D.
D. 800. Incorrectly D. Number 75 for you, game Malachi. At what year did Titanic's sister ship Britannic sink? A. 1922, B. 1916, C. 1918, or D. 1914?
I believe it was 1916.
Ding ding, correct, exactly, 1916. It is
Mm.
actually one of the three Titanic sister ships, and I I do believe that she was originally supposed to be in a passenger ship like her at like the Titanic, but since the World War One had just broken up only 2 years earlier, she was converted to the hospital ship, and she was sank by German U-boat. And the third, the second sister ship, Olympic, I don't even remember if it actually sank or was destroyed or even scrapped at one point. I know the fact that there were a man who wanted to build an exact identical replica of Titanic, with all the interior as identical to that. But of course, if we're more modern design, better hull, better engine, something like that. But uh, based on what I heard, it was partially being built, or was on the way to being built, or the whole project was collapsed or bankrupt. I don't even remember. But it
Mm.
would have been amazing if they could build a copy of the Titanic, but maybe not the same size. But I don't even know. But they expecting around the year 2112. They estimated, at least that year, that around between 80 to almost 85% of the Titanic wreck is gone because it's been eaten right now.
Mm.
But because it's been eaten by a bacteria at the moment, a metal eating bacteria. Surprisingly, there is any.
Hey, Swedish.
Hmm?
Did you know? I'm looking at all three of those ships, the Wikipedia at the moment. Did you did you know that the one common thing they all have is the exact same length of each other?
What?
They all have the exact same length.
Which ones?
All three of those ships we just talked about, that we were talking about,
Oh,
Titanic, Olympic, and Britannic.
huh.
Yeah, they're all 882 feet 9 inches.
Hmm. That's kind of cool though.
And I can say this, looking at the displacement of tons, it is close between each other. Like Britannic's displacement in tons is 53,200. Displacement of the Olympic is 52,067. And Titanic's displacement was 52,310 tons.
Hmm. Yeah, this one was actually. Let's see what happened to it. Let me see here. I don't think it's mentioned what happened to it. Right. Titanic was sunk by a mine, not a torpedo, but
Hmm.
basically the same. But anyways, let's continue with these questions. Number 76 will be Roy. From which city did Titanic left on this maiden voyage? A. London, B. Liverpool, C. Southampton, or D. Plymouth? Roy, it's your turn.
Hmm.
Roy, Mr. D lover.
Why do you say that? Because it landed on D again. I'm going with D final.
Ain't wrong, exactly C. Southampton. Number 77. In the city of York, the discovery of an intact Roman sewer system was found, but in what year was it rediscovered? A. 1988, B. 1965, C. 1972, or D. 1955? And this game guy's question.
I too am going with D.
Ain't wrong, exactly 1972. Number 78. At what year at what year started England to use Australia as a penal colony? A 1755, B 1798, C 1788, or D 1768?
You saying what century?
In what year? 1755, 1798, 1788, or D 1768? When England started to use Australia as a penal colony.
I don't know. Out of those choices, I'm gonna go for C.
C. Ding ding, exactly C.
Hmm. Damn.
Yeah, I don't think, you know, I don't think they even knew how big Australia were at the time. I mean,
Um. Yeah, I got a little quick question for, for you, and don't look up, but I'm but I think I might test you with two options. In Australia's Royal Navy, there is a class of ships known as the Snake class junks. How many ships belong are there in this class? 7 or 12?
7.
You are correct. I'm
Yeah,
not even going to
lucky
ask you
guess.
how you knew that.
I didn't. I only guessed.
Yeah, there were 7 of them. They're called black snake, coral snake, diamond snake, grass snake, river snake, sea snake, and tiger snake.
You mean the poisonous snake in Australia?
No, those were the names of the no, those were the names the of the snake named ships that were in the snake class junks
Ah,
from Australia's Royal Navy.
hmm,
All 7 of those were the ships in that class.
huh. Oh, that's cool.
Hmm.
Okay, number 79. Trick
And you
question
get a
for,
point. You got the
yeah,
bonus point.
trick question for Roy. 79. Did the Queen Victoria's, did one or did any of Queen Victoria's daughters marry a Tsar? Yes or no?
Yes.
Ding ding ding, exactly yes. Number 80. When did England got its first color TV? A. 1971, B. 1965, C. 1967, or D. 1961? And this game test
D.
question.
Final.
Hmm?
D.
D. Ain't wrong, exactly C. 1967.
Well,
1960, number 81. What year did Charles III lose his first wife, Diana, in a car accident? A. 1995, B. 1997, C. 1998, or D. 1999?
I'll just randomly say 1998.
Ain't wrong, exactly 1997.
Damn. I wanted to say so. I just decided to take a random guess.
Yeah, it was it was a big dark day for the British royal family when Princess Diana died.
Does Maury have one more question?
Just one. And this is actually Roy's question, the one you gave me.
Oh.
How old were?
Then what does Kyle get for a question?
Yeah, but I can't give him to him though.
I got one for him. I'll also do what I did earlier as well.
All right. So number 82. How old were Queen Elizabeth III when she was officially became the Queen of England in 1558? A. 24 years. B. 25 years. C. 27 years. Or D. 28 years.
A final.
A. Ain't wrong exactly. B. 25 years.
Ah, damn. I was half expecting you to get another D. Somehow I kind of wanted it to be a D. This is the final D cletcher. Mm-hmm.
There's one more question, but I don't have it yet. Take your time, Mr. Crackers. Excuse me.
There you go.
All right. Last question 83. Um uh Game guy. King Richard III ruled England for 2 years and how many days? A. 57 days. B. 81 days. C. 66 days. Or D. 92 days.
I'm going with B.
Ain't wrong exactly. A.
Well, all right.
Well, that makes the final that one. And where are you there? That
Well,
means Malachi
Malachi
wins.
wins by a landslide.
Yep. Well, wonder what's next gonna be. Next question. Or the next topic.
At least it beats Swedish. I put that point in as a joke, though.
I didn't see anything.
I put a Swedish Diablo
When I
1 point as you got the Malachite thing right.
Ah. Hmm. So, what topic do you choose next time, though?
Hmm.
Since Elf Avatar is not updated. Um, Japanese history is not updated. MLP movies not updated. Norse mythology not updated. Space currently working on that one. Switch history is updated. US history is not updated yet. Scooby Doo, we have one which hasn't even been used yet. We have the Avatar from the movies, those Jim uh, Sting created director for Titanic movie. Those Navi aliens. We have otherwise 19 cryptic quests to go through. Plus the long one I have.
If I was to say 2 of the cryptic quizzes combined, would I be allowed to choose which 2 would be combined?
They are from number 6 to 24. Even though 24 is well, 24 isn't fully made yet. So but 23 to 6 are fully made.
In that case, I say combine 2 of those cryptic quizzes.
Which ones?
Do quizzes number 10 and 18.
10 and 18?
Yes.
Type that up so I remember. That would be 162 questions.
That's good. We've done more than 100 before.
Yeah. Not that. No shit, Sherlock. As that old saying go. I don't know where it's even
My
started.
name is not Sherlock, and nor is my name Dr. Watson.
No. You're Mr. Crackers. Tony was a cracker.
Okay,
So yeah.
you Swedish parrot.
I have to say so. American pancake.
You're not even funny.
I know, Mr. Waffle.
Yeah, Malachite's imported from Venus.
Well, I probably should end here, and I might even do Has Been Hotel quiz. That would have been fun. But yeah, should we end here? And I think we might just simply skip Hangman and Super Millionaire.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm certainly not in the mood for either of them. Plus, I gotta go eat. So
Yeah. Yeah.
wait,
So,
gotta go eat. Yep.
well, this has been fun for nearly 3 hours. Boy. And the next Gameshow stream, well, maybe tomorrow or next Friday. It depends.
I would probably say next Friday, since I'm going to be in Among Us stream at some point tomorrow.
All right then, makes sense. Well, I should probably end here, and well, people, it's been fun. Have this knucklehead zero as always. Well, this is Switch Double signing off. Bye.
Bye.
See ya.
And you see Trump? Kick his balls.